Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Jags are #1 in pass defense, and they're going up against the Redskins offense that knows they'll be challenged.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line, between the Washington Redskins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On first down, Dobbs to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On play action, it's Dobbs. It's brought in by Dodson. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown. So
they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Completes it right side to Dodson. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts. That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down, Dobbs got his man complete over the middle. It's Newton, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Newton. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Dobbs to throw. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Over. Watching now, Barney. Here we go now. Detroit. Over. Watching now, Barney. Let's go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pass.
There he goes left side. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Fresh set of downs here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. To throw is Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory. Across the 40. And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go, Ohio!
Back to throw Dobbs. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Dobbs is throwing. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Parrish. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Over. Now let's go.
Fournette running right, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they give this time to the tailback. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Dobbs. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now Dobbs. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Returnable here from the 38. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Looking to throw on second down. Parrish looking for his running back, and he's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Lucky 56.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Parrish flush to his right. They find some open field here. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Way into the end zone for a touchdown. James Wright, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here we go.
Now Dobbs. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw here. The catch made by Miller. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Dobbs out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down. They'll set up to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It has been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A deep ball for Dotson. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Detroit! All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Now let's go.
To throw again. Parrish. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. And he is out of bounds up around the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. To throw on second down. Parrish. And avoids the contact by sliding. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing on first down. Parrish. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Looking to throw on second down. Parrish. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Operating from the gun. Parrish. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
4 yards remaining now on second down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Looking to throw. The pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now.
A handoff to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw. Parrish is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
And his kick here is good. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Come on, let's go. Red 38.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Doxson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Ohio.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing here, Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Gun. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Redskins are going to get a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Here's Dobbs to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Let's go. Red 38.
Here's Dobbs to throw. A deep ball for Dotson. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage. So I'm going to put in musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Dante Fowler in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. On second down, Dobbs. And he's going to go down again. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on fourth down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 17-yard line.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw. Parrish. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And it's a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously want Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Jaguars getting set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 18 yards the gain for number 18. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Throw left side complete. That's George. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Dobbs now on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now they try the right side here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
These guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here we go now! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
319! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Off the play fake. Parrish. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now from Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened things up there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near.
319!
To throw on third down. Parrish. And an alley to run. 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Now a play fake here on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt.